and welcome. So today's topic, I'm going to talk about the radical self-love thing, the self-care, nurturing self. That's so important, having self-care. A lot of us don't do it, and it can be quite challenging, including myself. I'm not perfect at it, no one is. There are days when I'm going to feel like crap, and I wouldn't want chuck myself in the bathtub, and have all the nice smelly goodies, essential oils. Essential oils can actually help the brain to refocus and deal with the stress levels in the mind. And I love frankincense. It's fantastic for epileptic people. It's known to be sedative to the brain. It actually helps headaches, just the mind getting out of control, and especially with meditation, I love it with meditation. It really helps me to focus on my breath. And having breathing techniques on a daily basis is so important. And when you get tired and just, feel like you're not quite right, sleep is so important. I go to bed early. I must have good sleep. If I don't have sleep, I get irritable and grouchy and really frustrated. And then that's when I start losing control of myself. So that's when, obviously, sleep is so important. And sleep is so important for those who have epilepsy like myself. So having epilepsy can be quite challenging for some people. Mine has been more controlled than other people's. I've come across people who have got tonic-clonic seizures. Mine have been controlled for over a month now. I haven't had as many, but I know when it's going to come sometimes, some days. And for me yesterday, I used frankincense to help control that. So I put a little bit under my chin here, around here, on my points here, pulse points, and my wrists, and I really just soak in the smell, and it makes me breathe. And then it releases the tension in my whole body and just release, and feel more at peace with it. And that's when my brain is able to refunction, able to control itself, because for some reason the neurology in the brain can actually just go boom, and it explodes like an explosion in the brain so quickly, and it can be dangerous if you don't really look after yourself. So this is why self-care is so important on a regular basis. Getting good sleep, eating right, having decent food, not junk food. Junk food serves no purpose. You get sluggish, you get tired quicker, and not only that, you end up putting weight on. And it's important to actually exercise and eating the right foods to be able to function. I have an Atkins diet because it works for me, and it has reduced seizures for me. But it actually made me eat more sweet potatoes, the kumara, known in New Zealand, as my carbohydrates part. I don't have actual potatoes, the floury ones. I don't like them at all. It's not my thing. But I reduced how much carbohydrates I've had, and coffees. I have herbal teas. I have it twice in the evening, and that really gets me in the zone ready to go to bed, and it relaxes the mind. Passion flower is good for the mind, for those who are epileptic, sedative. It really does help a great deal to reduce epileptic fits. So having herbal teas can help reduce stress dramatically, like chamomile is a great one during the day. If you're sitting at a desk all day long, you need to lighten the load. There are days where I've sat at the computer for a long period of hours, and I needed time out. I needed to watch Mrs. Brown's Boys. That cracks me up, makes me laugh a lot. So I definitely stick with that, and find something that makes me laugh, and that lifts up that stress level thing, and just yay, But it can happen that way, and sometimes, or if you're a Christian, you read the Bible and you find relief in that. That's great. It just releases the mind from whatever. Journaling is a fantastic way to release whatever's going on up here in your mind. And that is self-care. But also learning something different. I've got something that I want to teach you guys, and it's called Compliment List. This is actually from Radical Self-Help book that I found, Gala Darling, that inspired me. So this is my list. I don't know if you guys can see very well what that says, but on mine, these compliments are from people that have told me things that I don't always recognize about myself. So these are things that I need to repeat about myself over and over and over and tell myself that, you know, these things, these compliments are who I am. Okay? The compliments list for me, okay, 1, attractive and gorgeous. I get that from guys all the time because they're attracted to me quite easily. Something about my face, obviously they find attractive. My eyes, obviously. I did modeling in my past, so I am well known for that. And I've been in the music industry, so I have some very much a way of how I look at the camera, and I have that vibe going. I'm very professional when it comes to that. And then beautiful. Beautiful can come in many ways. Beautiful, I don't know what they were thinking, but beautiful maybe like gorgeous, attractive, amazing, just something that's beyond their capabilities that they ever expected. I'm just so different from average. I've had people say that I'm lovely, I'm considerate, I'm sweet. So sweet and kind is one of them that I wrote down. And very loving. I'm very giving and very compassionate person when someone comes right into my heart, I have that part of me. I do actually listen to what the Holy Bible says sometimes. Being compassionate is so important. But then again, regardless in spirituality, so for example, what Gabrielle Bernstein was saying about doing everything with loving heart, with a loving kindness, with compassion, love, do all things with love. And the Holy Bible says the exact same thing. It's not rocket science, is it? So, doing all things that we do in this world with love. Love is the key to acceptance, to letting go, and moving forward with your life. So that's one thing I had to learn myself, is to actually really learn to love myself and really accept these things that have happened to me. I've accepted that my father hasn't been the best dad in the world. That's a different subject for another time. But I put down sex scene, and of course, that one, gets a lot of guys, especially with my photos. I'm not surprised. I'm very attractive. And I've had all sorts of different guys over the years that have complimented me so many times. Some people found how I presented myself as a slut, and that can be quite annoying and frustrating, but when they say that, I end up just laughing, dressing into a laugh and going, that's fine. At least I know I'm really awesome and really hot because I'm sexy. Because to me, that is sexy. That is like, touching a hot stove going, take that. So write down a compliments list and do something like that maybe, with a little laugh parts possibly. But it's a great way to actually really complimenting yourself, telling yourself daily that you are amazing. It doesn't matter whether you're slim, whether you're fat, whether you're whatever. You are who you are. God created you to be who you are. So you're not perfect. You're not made to be perfect. How on earth are we meant to be perfect? If you keep on piling makeup on, this is the reason why I'm not wearing makeup today in my video. It's because I want you guys to learn that this is not everything. It may be my part where guys compliment me on, I'm attractive and gorgeous, but I'm not perfect. I've never had any plastic surgery and never will. And I absolutely love my face. The only thing probably maybe my nose I don't like, but We're not perfect, are we? We never will be. But thing is, my eyes get people's attention because my eyes are quite blue. If you look right deep into my eyes, you'll notice, especially in photos, it gets your attention pretty quick. Something about my eyes, it gets people. So that's one thing I love about people is they're honest about that. But when I get messages on a daily basis, you can do so much better in your life, if you just love yourself for who you are. Self-love is so important, and self-care, doing the work to make yourself feel loved, and knowing that the universe has your back on that. And when you actually do the work, you feel that coming in and you feel fantastic. Like, I use products to make me feel good, like the smelly stuff, having a nice warm shower and feeling that beautiful smell around me, or essential oils, or wearing something that makes me feel good, wearing makeup when I feel like it. I don't wear a hell of a lot of it. No, most days I just wear foundation and bronzer and mascara and lippy, and I'm away. I'm sweet. Half the time I let my eyes do the talking. I don't put eyeshadow on all the time. Some days I'll do it, sometimes I won't. But everyone's different. So what works for you won't work for others. So I guess I'm no Kim Kardashian version. But then again, Kim Kardashian gets a lot of crap at the moment. But try the compliments list and see how you go with that. Thank you for actually sharing your time with me, and I hope this serves you guys. Sending my love to you.